Hi, we're PBR Streetgang.
And you are watching DJsounds.com.
It's the weekend in Ibiza, DJ Sounds viewers, and we all know that no Sunday is complete without dancing your pants off at We Love Space Ibiza. It's another stellar lineup down here in Playa de Embosa. And tonight on the terrace is 2020 Vision, and we're with our PBR Streetgang boys. The boys have come down from Leeds again. We're going to be catching up with them in a couple of days, but tonight it's all about the tunes and the dance floor, so let's go in and check it out. See you in there. Okay, today we're very lucky to be sitting down in one of Ibiza's most favoured spots, and I'll probably be killed by most locals for giving away this secret little spot with two lads from Leeds, and I quote, who make up the boogie boat that is PBR Streetgang. We've got Bonar Bradbury.
Hi.
And we've got Tom Torpedo. How long have you guys been coming out to Ibiza for? Well, in general, and also for We Love?
Coming out for years, like probably well over 10 years, I'd say. But yeah, for We Love, last 4 or 5 years, I think.
PBR Streetgang. Tell DJ Sounds viewers exactly how this came about.
We've got a few friends in Leeds who actually call us, like, they've tried to make up now different names for us, and one they've come up with is pretty boring, really. The actual PBR, it came about from a really close friend who we've actually brought with us to Ibiza this time. We
watching Apocolypse Now, all like kind of the afternoon, sat around at his, and then I think he just sort of blurted it out. That was it, that's it, you should be called that. And we just kind of went, okay.
Basically, it's about a bunch of misfits, isn't it? On a journey on a boat. So we thought, that's quite kind of fitting as well in a little bit of a way. And so,
considering your affinity with Ibiza, we could swap Vietnam for Ibiza and a few little misfits on a boat.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
PBR Streetgang, you guys in your own rights have been, you doing nights in Leeds, making music, doing your stuff. So how did you decide to come together as two?
Well, I suppose, we've been mates for ages, and we'd met in Birmingham, but it was sort of through a mutual friend. You'd see each other on Saturday when people still used to go to record shops. And we just get we'd be handed the same sort of pile of records because we were always into the same sort of thing, just sort of that's really sort of how it started. And then so we were always friends sort of first for years before we sort of started DJing together. And then
because I imagine it's quite hard to find someone you deal with like that. I mean, most DJs will play on their own and will do collaborations with people, but to actually put on a pretty much flawless show every time that you perform, to find that connection with someone.
No, we seem to be really in sync with each other and definitely bounce off each other as well. And I think it makes it, for me, more interesting when we're playing together, because you don't really know what the next person's necessarily gonna play. So it's more a kind of a moment thing when you can then, because there's two of us, we can maybe put some loops over the top of each other, try and make the whole set more interesting into more of a show if you can.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk through the setup. How do you guys, what do you guys play on? How does it work for you?
Well, ideally, we tend to have usually well, 4 CDJ 2000s if we can, and then we use a thing called a Q2, which is like a sort of like an extra set of Q buttons for headphones, so you can basically listen to the music like twice instead of having like a headphone splitter. You can cue independently of each other.
It just enables us to play music at the same time without interfering with each other's. And also, we just got hold of a Remix 1000.
Yeah, a Remix 1000. So that's been very, very exciting. Yeah.
What do you think? You've just had I know for a fact you've just had quite a good training session.
Yeah, indeed. We were,
you were
very
using
well
it on
instructed.
Sunday. Now you've got one under your armpit for the next gigs.
Yeah.
So what are you liking about it, and how is it? How are you incorporating it into your sets?
It's just a really exciting tool. It's the fact that you can use it's almost straight off. I mean, that's the first time we used it last night. And before, with other effects units or other things, you really have to, learn them and find that, a lot about them to get the best out of them. But that is kind of almost instant satisfaction or instant gratification straight away with with a sort of a limited knowledge of something. And then the really exciting thing is the sample banks for me of what you can load into them, and then how you can affect those independently of the music that's coming in.
Like our particular kind of kicks and snares that we're into, you can load them into that and then kind of just have that on the fly over the music, so you've almost got your signature sound. Really.
You're almost, literally putting your own sounds over the top of
the music. So yeah, it's a really exciting bit.
And the other exciting thing we haven't sort of started using yet is the fact that you can use it in the studio. Yeah. Like you come up with a really good idea and something, like a good little trick or, a little sequence of effects, when you're out playing over the weekend, and you can replicate that straight away back at, when you're doing a remix, the next on a Monday. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting getting that in the studio, isn't it? Yeah.